It's market day! Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Liz, aka Pigs Plushies, here on YouTube and over on Instagram. If we're not friends over there, we definitely should be. So welcome back to another market day video. So as I mentioned before, this is supposed to be a bigger market for me. It's about an hour-and-a-half drive from my house. My husband and I, we left at around 8 a.m. to get there for a 10 a.m. setup. The market started at noon and ended at 4, and then pickup was from 4 to 5. Okay, it is currently 12:37. The market started at 12, and at first I was a little iffy. I didn't know, but we've made 3 sales so far. Well, I guess 1 sale to the same lady. I sold a mini octo, my cutie little orange slice, and my mushy boy. So I was only able to film that one clip of the things I sold, and then it got crazy. People were in and out of the booth all day long, so I couldn't film any updates for you guys. I just was too much going on. I couldn't even eat my lunch. I had to take a bite here, a bite there, because there were people coming and going. Not to spoil it or anything, but it was busy, but it wasn't the best market I've ever had, but it also wasn't the worst. So let's get into what sold. And I will try to insert a picture of it here as I say it, and obviously say the pattern designer, because some of these patterns were really great sellers. Did my couch just crack? That's concerning. Anyway, let's get into it. So starting off, I sell these little octos for $5. The pattern is all from Jade, and I sold 18 of them, which is really good. I like to have a lower priced item for the parents who have multiple children or don't want to spend, you know, $30-$40 on a stuffed animal, even though I price what I'm worth. I understand that some people, you know, can't afford that or isn't in the price range, so this is a good little thing, you know, to satisfy mommy, I want something, you know. So I sold 18 of those, which was really good. I'm gonna need to prep some more for my upcoming market this weekend. And then I sold an orange slice for $20. I sold a mushy boy for $12. I sold a brontosaurus for $30. A leggy froggy for $10. And the guy who bought the brontosaurus and leggy froggy, he brought them both up to me and he's like, hey, could you do 35 for both of these? And which, you know, 30 and 10 would be 40. He wanted a $5 discount, and I was like, actually no, 40 is the lowest I can go on that. Which is fine, I guess. It doesn't hurt to ask, but like, I made each individual thing, and it took me, you know, a certain amount of time to make each thing, and I like crocheted each individual stitch, and no plushie is the same as the other because your tension is never going to be the same. The exact color's never going to be the same, you know. It's one of a kind handmade item, so I am a firm believer in sticking to the price that I set and not haggling with my customers. So that's just me. If you want to do it different, that's totally fine. That's just what I do. And then I sold a loaf cat for $25, another loaf cat for $25, a mini pig for $8, a chicken for $15, another loaf cat for $25, a mini mallard for $10. This little boy came into the booth and he was like, oh my gosh, this mini mallard, it's perfect. It's just perfect. And then his dad was like, oh, maybe we need to go look around and then we'll come back if you still want it. They left the booth, and then some other people entered, and there was someone looking at that mini mallard. I'm like, oh no, what if this little boy comes back and it's not here? Which, you know, what are the chances that the little boy and his dad are gonna come back and buy it? Because, you know, the parents often say that and then they don't come back. But he did come back and he did get his mallard. He was so excited that it was still there. I sold a strawberry turtle for $32. Another loaf cat for $25. My jumbo strawberry that I've had for a long time. It's a bigger piece. You know, it usually just draws people in. I'm so glad it finally found its forever home. I sold that for $45. I sold a leggy froggy for $10, another leggy froggy for $10, another loaf cat for $25. I sold my Valentine theme giraffe for $40. I made that back in February. It was a pattern test, and you know, it was February. I was going to a Valentine's Day market around the same time as I was doing the pattern test. I'm like, I'm gonna make it pink and I'm gonna put red hearts on it. So it was very like niche. And then when it didn't sell at my Valentine's market, I'm like, I'm probably gonna be holding on to this until next year, but you never know. So just because something doesn't sell and it's seasonal, don't discount it to get rid of it. There is somebody for every plushie, so keep that in mind. I sold a sunflower turtle for $46. I sold my knotted plushie dino for $46. I sold a chicken for $15. I sold a light green turtle for $36. My unicorn lovey for $46. I sold a flamingo for $16. Blueberry turtle for $36. This was another cute story. It went to a younger little kid, and his parents were holding up, you know, two different plushies saying, which one do you want, which one do you want? And you know, he wouldn't pick. He you know, he was just in his own world, like waving at people who went by. It was super cute. They ended up deciding on the blueberry turtle, which I had just made the week of the market. So then I sold another leggy froggy for $10. And then my sad story of the day was a lady who purchased a blue axolotl. Now I need to start the story by saying before this market, I've only accepted cash, Venmo, and PayPal, but my sweet, sweet mother-in-law bought me a little square card reader, the contactless one where you just tap or insert the chip. She bought it for me for Christmas, which I'm super grateful for that and excited because I can, you know, accept more payments. So this was my first market using it. She gave it to me early so I could use it before Christmas, obviously. And so I had never used it before. You know, this is kind of like my trial run. So it was going good until this point. The lady taps her phone because, you know, she has her card in there, and then it's like processing, and I'm like, huh, this is taking kind of long. And you know, she obviously already has a plushie, and then she like walks away, and then a couple seconds go by, it's still processing, and then the payment doesn't go through. I'm like just sitting there, and I'm like, what do I do? My husband is sitting there. He's like, I see her over there. Do you want me to go get her and be like, hey, this didn't go through. Can you try again? And I was like, just in shock. I was like, what am I supposed to do here? And I was like, no, it's fine. Anyway, I lost out on $15 because I could have went up to her and been like, hey, this didn't go through, try again, which I probably should have done looking back on it. Or first of all, not letting her leave the booth or have the plushie until the payment goes through. So I learned my lesson there. And then my final sale of the day was a green axolotl for $15. So my booth fee for a 10 by 10 space was $75, and my goal for every single market is always to just make back my booth fee, and then everything after that I'm like super jazzed about because, you know, that's money in my pocket. And then along with getting the experience of doing the market, because actually next week's market that I will be doing will be a year of me doing markets, which I've only done about 8 or 10 of them, but I always love the experience of interacting with the customers and seeing them, like, their face light up as they see the plushie that I created with my own two hands. It's just a surreal experience. Anyway, So, actually, let me add this up real quick. I'm gonna tell you the total, which I added up, but I forgot to write down. So let me add it up real quick and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I've got all the numbers squared away. So in total, I sold 44 items. Now I took way more than that. I took a bunch of items with me. I don't even know how many. But I think like money wise, I took about $3,500 worth of inventory with me. So out of that, I accepted 3 forms of payment: Square, Venmo, and cash. So least to most, I collected $166 in cash, $217 in Venmo, and $370.44 in Square, for a grand total of $753.44. Now that's before fees. So after Square fees and taxes and after my booth fee, I came home with a total of $667.29. So that is a win in my book. So like I was saying before my phone cut me off because it filled up on storage, that is a win in my book. I always go into these markets just hoping that I earn my booth fee back, and anything after that is a plus. So I'm super happy with the outcome of this market, and I'm very much looking forward to my market that's this weekend, which that video will come out next Wednesday. So this video is coming out on a Wednesday, and then on Friday I have a day in the life video coming out. So I'm super excited for you guys to see that. I've never done a video like that before. But yeah, so I'm interested to see if you guys like that type of content or not, so you'll have to let me know. Let me know your thoughts about this market. If you have any questions, if you've never done a market, if you have one coming up, or if you've done one before but you just want a question answered, just put it in the comments and I'll do my best to see. Let me see what other notes I have here before we call it a day. So one other thing I wanted to add was my market was on a Saturday, and then the next day we spent the night, and then I ran a 5K, which if you've seen my previous vlogs, I talked about it a little bit. Not that you care that much, but I did complete the 5K and I ran the whole time without walking, so that's a win in my book. So after I ran, I felt like I deserved to go yarn shopping because yarn shopping is fun, and I did well in my market. So I was like, I have to go to Joann because, again, we're an hour and a half away from my house, and that's the closest Joann near me. So, you know, I deserved it. So let me give you a little yarn haul because I did purchase some yarn. Although I'm a little sad it wasn't on sale. I usually like to get Burnett blanket when it's on sale, but it wasn't. But again, I deserved it. So I got this green. It's in the shade Deep Sea. I've never had this shade before, but it's soft. You know how sometimes Burnett blanket, some of it's softer than the others? I like to buy it in store because then I can feel if it's soft or not. This particular skein is soft, so I had to get it. I had to try out this color, so I'm excited about that. And then the next one I got is this shade of blue. It's called Frosted Blue. I've never had this either, and again, it's the softer of the Burnett blanket, so I'm very excited to try this out. Comment down below, what should I make with these? I'm thinking dinosaurs, but let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe and hit the button that looks like this so I can keep making videos for you. Bye!